Okay, so this is a very, we're gonna say, questionable video to make. A lot of you will remember about a year ago, about a year and a half ago, I posted a video saying about exposing the truth. And then probably followed up about 6 months later, I posted a video basically saying that I was quitting social media altogether, like quitting YouTube, quitting Twitch, and I just completely disappeared for a while. So I figured you all will probably want an explanation as to what happened, how it happened, and in a way cover my own back because of everything that's happened and finally clear my name. So as you all remember, I was involved with, we would say, many very, very problematic people, but it's not worth saying many anymore. Because, as you're all aware, while I was streaming full-time, I would always regularly complain about I thought my friend was catfishing me. And by the end of the scenario, I found out that I was 100% being catfished, and my family were telling me it for months. And so, because I had been catfished, as you do modern day society, many people in a relationship would normally, like, you know, exchange indecent pictures. And so the catfish itself was my own ex-best friend, and he decided it was funny. Well, I'll say he decided it was funny. We're all certain it was out of jealousy because he couldn't have me knowing that I'm not gay. He had sent all my pictures to about as many people as he possibly could. And with that, one of them being a 13-year-old child. And this is the bit where I'm going to explain, this is a very explicit warning that, like, you know, this video is not very normal. I've not scripted this or anything, so this is why my brain doesn't quite work. But anyway, they had sent these pictures to my family, to just everyone possible, telling everybody I was a pedophile. I even had to delete my previous email address that I was originally using because they had given out my email address and they were reporting me as myself to the police. And I had the police round my door probably about, I'm gonna be blatant here, and I'm gonna say about 30 times. Well, probably not 30, a good 15-20 times in the space of 2 months. And I almost got arrested for wasting police time. So they told me to just delete the email address so it doesn't happen again. Roll on a few months, I have the police at my door again. I look at them blatantly and I'm like, what are you guys doing here? I haven't had trouble in months. And they turned around to me and said, you're under arrest for, what was the exact words? Basically, I had someone send my nudes to a child, and they arrested me under the allegations of being a pedophile. And I had to go to the station. I sat about 4 hours in a cell while they did some paperwork, and I explained it to them all. They began their investigation. They, of course, were all well and good. They just took all my devices, gave them everything they needed. And they're pulling IPs, they're tracking content. Every message that was sent is being tracked. And this is why I am in no way worried about this all, because I know for a fact that the person behind it is who he is. The police are fully aware that that's who we believe it to be. There are about 3 previous police cases open from the shit that's been caused, like the harassment case, the times they tried to report me and my family for unknown fucking reasons that turned out to be false allegations. And so over the past couple of months, I've been kind of growing and developing my brain a little bit, and I decided it was time to come back to YouTube, which was when you guys all started seeing me post to Twitch and YouTube, start streaming to YouTube again. I just wanted to come on here and purely clear my name that all the allegations you all might have heard are not true, and that my ex-best friend was just a crazy, fucked up, manipulative fuck. We'll leave it at that. I cannot release names for legal reasons, but a lot of you already know the guy I'm talking about, because a lot of you know me quite well. I think you should try to, I'm not asking you all to, but if you could all share this to as many people as possible to get the word out and finally reveal the truth about it all. Because, like, you know, I've spent the past 4 years fighting these people, well, this person, just for them to have made a fake alternative. My brain really isn't working, but just for them to make many different counterparts just to trick me and manipulate me into being theirs. And really just spread the awareness of just how fucked up the internet can be. And just to make sure that the people you are talking to are who they really say they are. That doesn't mean you can't trust anybody. Not at all. But it does mean that you might want to be a little bit more careful on who you're sharing information with, even if the information isn't true about yourself. Because whatever you say, someone can take and massively blow it up. As many of you have probably seen in the past, like, you know, with different YouTubers and shit, like, you know, I think it was the Drake video with Markiplier. No, not the Drake video with Markiplier. It was something to do with some guy's genitals on Markiplier or some shit, and it all turned out to be lies. It's just a pure definition of how badly things can be blown out of proportion and how easy it is to slander someone online nowadays. So, also, maybe a little bit of warning to the people involved. I'm not sure if I'm legally allowed to let this one out, but I can promise you that by the time the year is done, you're going to be in prison for what you've done. And I can say that with a very, very healthy heart, because honestly, me and the police have been working in close cooperation this whole time. I've given them everything they fucking need. Even if it's shit they don't need, they've got it. And there is about, I'm gonna say it and say about 15 gigabytes worth of screenshots and evidence that I have given straightforward to the police of all the harassment, all the manipulation, the threats that have been made towards me. And I've even explained to them about how the catfish would disappear whenever I went to meet up with my friend. And this is not going to take much longer at all. By the time they're done, the person, not people, the person behind this is going to prison. And not only for a short period of time either. You know who you are, and you are going to prison for a very long time. And I want to promise you that. Because you've made many threats to me in the past that you wouldn't stop until I was dead. Well, now, I'm not going to stop until you finally serve your time in prison like you truly deserve. And that is the end of it. There is no end of it now. I gave you guys time again. I know you're probably going to watch this YouTube video, so I'm saying this now. And this will be the last time I ever mention this on social media until the day is done. I will make sure, with my heart and my soul, as God as my witness, you will get what you deserve. And to the poor fucking kid that got those pictures, I hope to fucking God that they sue you as well. Because I won't be the only person suing you. You have a lot of people to face now, buddy. with that all being said, this was a weird video. Just remember to look out for who you're talking to. Make sure they're who they say they are. Spread the word a little bit. Make sure your friends are okay. Check on your friends. Make sure they're okay. Like, you know, make sure that people around you are okay with who they're speaking to. Well, don't do it like crazily, but like, you know, if there's someone you think is possibly being catfished or manipulated or abused in any sort of way, you need to call the police and tell them all about it, because that is not the life you want to live. Nobody deserves to live the life of someone who's being manipulated and abused, psychologically, mentally, even physically. If nobody deserves to be abused. So just make sure you look out for one another, and I will see you guys in the next video. That won't be a negative video. It'll probably be a Minecraft video. So I'll see you all then.